Hey everybody. So today we're gonna kill the predator. Super exciting, awesome. I think I've killed him like 4 or 5 times now. This was actually the first time I killed him, and I did it solo after trying for like 5 hours with a friend. Um, Video's not super long. I included the beginning here just so it makes sense. It's not like the predator just pops out of the jungle for no reason. There's some stuff that leads up to it. It's he's difficult, but he's not like once you learn his patterns and stuff. But the biggest problem is, well, you need cannon fodder. So rebels, calling in rebels is a must. Solo or with friends. The more people you have, uh, the more rebels can be called in, the more stuff he has to shoot at, the less he's shooting at you. Um, a lot of people say there are 2 stages to fighting him. I personally feel like there are 3. Um, Stage 1 is fairly simple. He just kind of disappears and reappears with the occasional shot. Stage 2, he gets a bit more aggressive, starts tossing the smart discs. And then stage 3, he's insanely aggressive. And, if one of your friends is down, it's not a wise idea.
I've seen the cartel do some sadistic shit, but this?
You sure it's cartel?
Who else?
Sorry, I wanted to make sure you could hear that. It's not a wise idea to pick up your friends. It sounds kind of like a dick move, I know, but it's definitely not the smartest thing because it'll get you and your team wiped more often than not. And it just having to start over sucks. We had a squad of like 4 people the other night, and it took us like 5 or 6 hours to kill him with that group. Just because everybody was trying to keep everybody alive, and it's nice to be altruistic, but it doesn't really pay, considering if he dies, regardless of if someone is down or not, they get credit for the fight. Um, it's yeah, it's just not worth it. And the whole
Jesus.
pre-predator thing that's going on right now,
Too
um,
surgical, too clean.
I think was probably one of the coolest things. I wish, when you get the biomask for beating him, it does change your thermals. It makes it sound like you're predator. You don't get the dreads unless you buy the predator pack, which is about $20. And I have bought since I made this video. But the only way it changes your voice and the way that you perceive and hear things is if you're in the thermal. And I wish it would change your voice regardless. If you buy the predator pack, and I cannot stress this enough, if you buy the predator pack, you do not get the thermals that you get with the biomask for beating the predator. It's strictly cosmetic. The wrist blades are fully functional. You hit the melee button, and he puts his arm out to the side. The blades come out and retract. And you can use them for melee kills. Instead of just whacking somebody upside the head with a pistol or stabbing them with a knife in Fallen Ghosts. But it's the fight for the predator was really difficult at first.
What on earth am I looking at here?
One of the things I highly recommend, especially if you're in a group,
What sense?
is putting mines everywhere, but each player is only allowed to put a maximum of 8 before they start to disappear. Um, but he can and will run over them a good majority of the time, and it does a fair amount of damage. Um, I don't really do that in this video because at that point I wasn't really sure. I mean, I'd tried previously, and he didn't really seem to run over him. Um, but the biggest thing is to place him around the hill where the ammo box is, because that's where he likes to show up. And then just kind of spread them out from there, especially if you're in a team with other players. Make sure to kind of hit the outskirts and whatnot, as he likes to either stick to the center or the outer edges. Um, but all in all, the fight isn't super difficult if you're solo, especially. Um,
What's the
the
consistency?
worst part is
Touching it,
each
it's almost like
each NPC can only pick you up once, so that's
And if it
basically
bleeds,
3 lives that you get. Um, and bearing that in mind, um, I actually almost didn't make it on this. At the end of this video, I almost died right after my first time killing him, and I think I would have been rather upset if that were the case. You'll have to forgive my curiosity at certain parts in the video, as I love Predator, um, and I wanted to see how bad he'd mess people up and kind of what his tactics were. I wanted to see how close they stuck to the Predator that we all know and fear. I mean, I kind of want a big hug from him, but we all know how that's going to end. Anywho, um, but yeah, we're coming up on him now.
keep the guns down, fellas. We don't want to scare them all off.
You can shoot him right here.
what the fuck is that?
I really wish that they would give you his stealth camo, even for the single player, but I know that that's, a little overzealous, I guess. But I really do wish that the biomask, or the one that you pay for especially, because I mean that's real money, I really wish it would change your voice, so it's more predator-ish. But all in all, I think this is probably the best content that they've come out with for Wildlands up to this point. And I know of some other things that are coming out, but I won't get into that in this
Call to the rebels for some
particular
reinforcements.
video, just because I don't want to draw away from all this. Um,
Kill it!
I'm not super great with my shots on the sniper rifle at this particular point. I did get a lot better as I've fought him more with friends and whatnot, but I mean, yeah, there is some standing around waiting for him to
Open fire.
kind of show up.
Copy.
But yeah, I feel like the easiest way to do this was solo, because you have a lot of cannon fodder. It just kind of makes it easier. I actually saw the other day there was a chopper that flew overhead, and he was much more inclined to shoot at the chopper than he was at my squad, and my squad being full of players. Um, but we ended up dying anyway. And then later, somebody, shot a flare. Another chopper came over, and the chopper did not pay any attention to Predator. It went straight for me. So standing out in the open, hoping he's gonna shoot the chopper, not a good choice. But another cool thing I think would have been nice is you get a piece of his gear every time you beat him, considering how difficult he is to beat. There's a lot of people out there that say that You know, they've got super easy tricks, and they're no different than this video. It just I feel like this was the easiest way to do that. Um, to beat him was solo. It's a lot more fun, you know, and a bit more challenging with friends. You know, much more intense, but yeah, I think by far this was just the easiest. It went the smoothest, um,
Hang on, I'm coming.
and it was a little bit less stressful, I guess. Uh, but anyway, I'm going to shut up now and let you guys see the rest of this fight. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you do, click like, subscribe, you know, whatever. If not, that's cool too. I will catch y'all later in my next video. Hopefully you enjoy it and you'll get to kill him before the event ends.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Man down, yo, man down. Hang in there, I'm coming your way.
Plan on letting me bleed all day?
Is that real?
Man down over here. I got you, man. Just hold on.
Thanks.
Man down, man down. Hang in there, I'm coming to you. Man down over here. Hang in there, I'm coming your way.
Oh, shit, this still hurts. Man down. Just hold on to the shit. Man down.
Hang on, I'm coming.
Fuck.
How about you not let me get shot next time?
Fucking hell. Man down, yo, man down. Hang in there, I'm coming to you.
Man down. heading your way.
Man down, man down.
Took you long enough.
Just stay down, I'll be right there.
Hang tight, I'm heading your way.
God damn, that was close.
We got a man down. You're gonna be all right, you hear me? I'm on the way.
Damn, just got hurt in the morning. We're in a target-poor environment.
We're clear. Guys. Run!
Man down, over here. Hold on to your shit. Man down. Man down.
Son of a bitch.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know, but we made it. I think. We gonna tell Bowman?
Think she believe us?
Would you?